When I was pregnant with Sophie, they noticed that she wasn't growing as much as they were expecting her to towards the end. She was born full term, but she was tiny. She was 5.5 pounds. Sophie had some blood work done, and they noticed some things that were not quite typical. They noticed that her bilirubin level was way off, and they started doing some more testing after that, and we're finding different markers. She had a heart murmur. She has 2 butterfly vertebrae. Her liver numbers were way off, and we got an informal diagnosis from a doctor when she was about 7 days old of Alagille Syndrome. The bilirubin in the bile was causing this all over full body jaundice. The bile salts were causing this internal itching, which progressively got worse. And they started putting her on different medications to help with the itching. So when Sophie was diagnosed 12 years ago, there wasn't a lot of information on the internet. We were very lucky to find the Alagille Syndrome Alliance. I felt very isolated and very alone. I had a hard time relating to other new mothers with healthy children because my child was not healthy. For families with kids who are diagnosed with a very rare genetic condition, it's comforting to know that there are other families out there who are dealing with the same thing. Sophie's liver did well until she was about 10, and then she got pneumonia and never really bounced back from that. We ended up having a live donor. My sister-in-law was a live liver donor for Sophie, and on October 10th in 2016, my sister-in-law donated the left lobe of her liver. It is a last case scenario. You want to make sure you're doing everything possible before transplant. And for Sophie, she got to that point where the transplant was necessary. We came very close to losing her. A year and a half later, she is stent-free. There is nothing foreign in her body anymore. She hasn't had any procedures in 5-6 months now. We only have to call her transplant team when there's a problem, and I haven't spoken to them in 2 months. She is healthy. She is a healthy girl. She looks like a completely different kid than before transplant. She's not yellow anymore. You can see the whites of her eyes, her beautiful blue eyes. There's always a chance of rejection, but her liver is stable and her labs look great. We are where we are now because of the research that has been done, and I don't know where we would be today without the Alliance. They have been there for us from the very beginning. I'm so lucky I found them when I did. They've connected us with other families. Sophie got to meet other kids. I don't know how well she would be able to cope and handle everything that she's been through without knowing that there were other kids like her out there dealing with the same things that she's dealing with. Sophie is who she is because of the experiences and the challenges that she has faced. She is an incredible girl. She is wise beyond her years. And I am so proud to be her mom.